right, guys, we're just gonna go ahead and jump right in. You wake up late the next morning, feeling refreshed, but still a little weak, both mentally and physically. After a quick shower, you make your way up to the dining hall to meet Thomas for breakfast. When you get there, the tables are empty. Sheesh, I wonder why the tables are empty. Maybe because we got attacked again. I don't know. It might be a little later than you thought. You snag an apple from the kitchen, then make your way up to the promenade deck. Your fellow passengers lounge in deck chairs, most of them reading or chatting with their neighbors. A cool ocean breeze makes the sun heat tolerable. In all, a beautiful day at sea. With the intonation behind you, you feel a sense of accomplishment. It's about yeah, we should. We defeated those people in Central Park. We blasted two holes in them. Pause. We shot them with our pew pew power. Love it. And then I think we discovered an unalived body on the ship. Yeah, I think we did all that. So we did a lot. And mind you, all of this has happened in about 2 to 3 days since we first started this. So I think we need a couple of more days of rest. Around noon, you duck into the ship's cafe, still having seen no sign of Thomas. First of all, I feel like Thomas got kidnapped. I'm gonna just keep it real. I think we got kidnapped, and we're gonna go have to find him, and then we're gonna have to beat up whoever kidnapped my boy. A curved mahogany bar stands near the wall to your right. The rest of the long, narrow room is taken up by a small round tables covered in crisp linen. Ooh, okay, okay. I love me a crisp linen. Mm-mm. Much like the dining hall, the cafe has a clean feeling, luxurious, yet simple. Okay. Uncle John sits near the back, reading a pocket sized novel. Okay, y'all, y'all don't understand how much I love Uncle John as a character. He's so eccentric, but you can tell that he really loves Ruthie. Like he adores that girl so much. And I don't blame him. I don't. I love me a little weird person. I love them. And I just oh my god. I don't want to finish this game at all. I don't want to finish it, but I know that once I do, it's just it's I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. You've always loved how he focused when he what? Oh God. You always loved how focused he looks while reading. When you were small, you liked to see how much you can get away before he noticed it. It only backfired once. The summer you were 5 and decided to climb the bookshelves in his study. I got all the questions for Ruth. I got them all. I have so many questions for her. Um, ma'am, what the hell were you doing at 5 years old in his study, trying to climb on that damn thing? But I have to remember that kids do not have common sense. Their brains are not that developed. So we have to give her grace for now. For now. While you did make it to the top, your weight brought the whole bookcase down on top of you. You came away from the venture with a concussion and a broken ankle, and you spent the rest of the summer longing to go outside. Y'all, okay. Don't get me wrong. I love Ruth from the bottom of my heart. I love this girl as a character so much, but baby girl, my sister in Christ, what the hell are you thinking? I oh Jesus. And from the last episode, I can definitely see why her mom like told her, "Hey, you and Hetty, y'all are not gonna be hanging out. You're going to your uncle's." Yeah, no. Cause you do dumb stuff. And then with your best friend, you do even dumber stuff. I Lord, to be young like her again. Jesus. You sit down across from Uncle John. As expected, his eyes never leave the page. You clear your throat. No response. Wrap your fingers around. Wait, what? Wrap your fingers on the table. Uncle John sighs. Without looking up, he says, I hadn't expected you to be up until late afternoon. Yeah. So the reason why is because she went through all that training and then they beat up some people in Central Park. And I think a couple of other things happened. Oh yeah. And then I still don't understand it, but how I perceived it from when the last episode came out, we ended up going into this into the crevices of our mind, and we went into this stone and we fought this fish. Yeah, and we stole its tooth. That was a magical orb that we needed to harness our power. And yeah, it was mentally taxing to say the least. Oh, and we climbed the mountain. We climbed a mountain. It had to, release the rain into the droughty farmland, or we were gonna be unalived. Which, guys, we unalived twice before getting here. So you're welcome. You're getting better at that, says Ruthie. After the disaster, I learned to keep a closer eye on you. And that's the thing too. It's like so some episodes ago, we learned that Ruth had a house fall on her. I still don't know how that happened. I'm sorry. How the hell do a whole house fall on you? How? How? Hopefully we get to learn in this episode, and if not, I'm going to be very upset. He sets the book down. But you seem to be what? So you seem to enjoy the game so much. It seemed a shame to let it die completely. How are you feeling? Great, you smile. Did I miss anything? Have you seen Thomas? Oh, guys, I love her and Thomas's friendship. I love it. They're so stinking cute. No and no. Uncle John cleans his glasses. He came back to the cabin rather late last night and left before I woke up. That was around 5:30, but the boy doesn't seem to sleep very much. Sheesh. I can't say the same for me. I'll sleep through a thunderstorm and call it a day. Mm. Actually, every hurricane that they had in the South, I slept through them. I think except for Harvey. I had to work through that, and I will never do that again. Heck no. Did he say where he was going? We were working on something. Yes, he told me all about the missing woman. Oh yeah, that's the missing woman from the ship that I believe I think she got gobbled up by the demons. That's what I think. Uncle John levels a rare authoritative look at you. Let the ship's security handle it, Ruth. We have enough trouble on our own without getting involved in something like this. Girl, I'd have to agree with your uncle there. You let security do their thing, and we supposed to be enjoying this trip to England and learning new stuff. But I can understand your kind natured heart. I feel that. I'm the same way, girly. But what if we could help? Says Ruth. If a crime has been committed, it's best to leave it to the proper authorities. He glances around, then lowers his voice. There may have been a time when our kind didn't have to operate in the shadows, but the world has moved on without us. We cannot interfere in these matters. Oh, he's only looking out for your good, Ruth. Like, come on, bro. Just for once, listen to your uncle. I would. You frown. With all that's been happening, you haven't had much time to think about how magic fits in with the rest of society. We have a great gift, says Uncle John. It would be wonderful if we could be used to help. Huh? What? Oh, dear Lord. It would be wonderful if it could be used to help everyone, but the risks that come with exposure are too great. So we just sit back and do nothing. Girl, yes. Yes. I don't care what Uncle John says after this. Yes. We sit down, we do nothing, and we do what the task is at hand. But knowing your uncle, he's nice too. So he's probably gonna say, "Of course not." And he says, "Of course not." A young man passes your table. Uncle John watches him until he's out of earshot. I don't trust that chat. There are other forces at work, your uncle whispers. You probably encountered them during your initiation. You nod. I think so. We do what we can to keep those forces in check and to keep magic out of the hands of the corrupt. He adjusts his glasses. The relics, for example, can you imagine how much worse the Great War might have been if either side had had that kind of power? Immortal soldiers? The ability to control minds? Oh, God. Nah, I couldn't imagine that at all. It would be kind of bad. Kind of bad. Couldn't be me, though. Because if I had those three relics, I'd be like, okay, look, world peace. But then you know what? It probably would be used for evil. Never mind. Never mind, chat. Uh Disregard everything that Kagome says. Okay? Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. I hadn't really thought about it. This has all been so fast. He sighs. Terribly sorry, Ruth. It's a bit of a heavy subject, and you should be relaxing today. Lavinia wants to start with some basic training tomorrow. Why don't you go out on the deck, take in the air? Oh, bro, like I love him so much. He's so awesome. I just he reminds me of my dad. Like my dad, so sweet. God bless him. He's not unalive, chat. Please do not think that. I just miss him so much. I mean, even though I've talked to him all this week, I still miss him. And Uncle John just makes me want to cry. He's too kind. I love him. I love him so much. I might go look for Thomas. As you should, Queen. As you should. I'm sure he's fine. Uncle John picks up his book again. If he doesn't show up for dinner, though, I'll help you look. Oh, and Ruth? You pause halfway out of your seat. Yes? Please don't wander below deck D. I'm sorry. What? What? Guys, what the hell is under deck D? Nah, now I want to go see. I want to go see. Oh, but you know what? We might we might lose some life if we do that. So let's keep it conservative. As you rest on one of the deck chairs later in the afternoon, you reflect that it might have been a little overly ambitious of you to attempt a systematic search of the upper decks. Girl, who you telling? You made a circuit of a boat deck and started on your way around A deck when the fatigue hit you. Okay, so the ship that we're on is the Britannica, right? Right. That's a big old ship. I ended up looking it up sometime last week and kind of forgot to say something about it. But that's a big old ship, y'all. It's huge. You spent the last 15 minutes resting your legs, impatient to start searching for Thomas again. Uncle John may be right, and there's nothing to worry about, but you have a bad feeling about his disappearance. Guys, all right. Listen to this theory. I think Dr. Litchfield, that evil doctor that I can't stand him. I don't trust him. I don't. I think he kidnapped Thomas and he's holding him somewhere. Let's hope not, though. Because if he is, me and Ruth and everybody else, we gonna have to hurt his feelings. Yeah. Good to see you again, Miss Blackwell. Oh, Jesus. The deck chair next to you creaks as Litchfield sits down. I summoned him. I summoned that son of a. I summoned him. I don't want him. I don't. I don't trust him. No, I don't trust him at all. Freaking Dr. Litchfield, Dr. Litchfield. Oh, we love a Dr. Litchfield. No, we don't. No, we don't. He has his great cat in his arms. Feeling better, I trust. Bro, okay. I'm not gonna lie. He would have gotten me with the cat. He would have gotten me so bad. But I still don't trust him. Hmm? Oh, yes, you smile. Much better. I haven't spent a lot of time on boats. Ooh, okay, okay, Ruth. Good lying to this man. ah! Sea travel isn't for everyone, I suppose. He nods to a passing man. Your cat, Mr. Whiskers, is his name, I recall, you say? Girl, no, don't engage with him, Ruthie. Don't engage with Dr. Litchfield, or you too will be kidnapped. He flashes you a brilliant smile. Yes, he seems to have adapted well to sea travel. I thought cats hated water, you say. The doctor laughs politely. The water is rather far removed from him. Otherwise, he might not be so calm. Oh. You peer into the cat's large eyes and he stares at you dispassionately. Oh, the cat don't like her, y'all. A typical cat in your experience. Actually, Mr. Whiskers was wondering if he could ask you a favor. What the hell? Hold on. Let me make sure I read that right. Actually, Mr. Whiskers was wondering if he could ask you a favor. Y'all, I knew this man was crazy as hell. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Is that right? You ask the cat and scratch him behind his ear. Oh, I'm scared now. His collar has fallen off, and he wanted to know if he could have one of the bobby pins in your hair so that I might try to mend it until we reach port. I have a locket with my cabin number. If he were to wander off, well, it is a large ship, he says. What? Okay, okay. I don't understand. I don't understand Mr. Litchfield at all. I don't. But we go keep going. You pull a bobby pin from your hair and hand it to him. There was no hope of your hair staying in place out here on the deck anyway. He thanks you with a brilliant smile. I had an interesting conversation with your uncle yesterday evening, he says. Mm-hmm. Oh, Litchfield nods. I was very interested in archaeology at your age. Your uncle's book was quite an inspiration. Look at him. Look at this rat trying to snivel his way into all this information from his people. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. He makes me mad. He makes me the Angie. He makes me the Angie. He makes me the Angie. I haven't read it. You swing your legs over the side of the lounge chair. It might be too soon to get up again. Oh, yeah, because you still haven't rested, girl. Is your friend all right? He asked. I haven't seen him since yesterday. Look at him, sniffling for information. He's fine. Your legs feel a little wobbly as you stand, but you need to keep searching. Just a little reclusive. Sounds like me, chat. Yes, of course. Well, I'm sure I'll see him at dinner. Litchfield smiles. Good afternoon. Y'all. So I really do have a sneaky suspicion that Dr. Litchfield is not who he says he's gonna be. But we won't figure that out until the next episode. So until next time, I love you guys. Arigatou gozaimasu and have a great day. Bye.